Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to episode 7 of Devouring Swarm, where I am consuming the galaxy, one nation at a time. Very divisible in pursuit of lunch. So what we were leaving off to do is we had our new fleet absolutely smashing up the remainder of the Voldari Reavers. We are boxed in by two fallen empires now. We have the military isolationists on one side and the Holy Guardians on the other. The Holy Guardians are not likely to be that aggressive towards us unless we do something to piss them off, like colonize a holy world, but the isolationists, I have to stay away from their borders. Let's do a quick checkup on our planets here.
Crushing a hostile hive.
I am probably gonna put another building in here. I just gotta decide what it will be. Maybe a cloning vat, you know, get a whole lot of people. Don't I already have a spawning pool? Yeah, I'll put a cloning vat. Hell, why not? Research. Yes. Energy Nexus would be great. We are definitely low on energy credits. Fen, what is going on with you? You're good. You are plenty good. In fact, well, keep on eating those undesirables. And then Secundus just developed, so it is just starting out. And same with Piranha. Alright. Someone's insulting me politically, throwing some shade. That's cute. As if I'd care somehow. I wouldn't. Alright, let's reinforce this fleet and have them repair at the station we just took over. Alright, and then this fleet is doing pretty much the same. They're fully reinforced, so we got 50 out of 50. There is a lot of resources to tap over here. There are moats and exotic gases, which will be great, because currently
Our construction is complete.
I was pretty sure we had rare crystal. Where is our rare crystals going to? Oh, we're consuming 3 through buildings.
Our construction is complete.
The Caravanseers just introduced themselves by just basically screaming, "Die!" at me. That's cute. Sure. Whatever you want, man. Gargantua, you are all set for an increased anchorage station with maybe a black hole observatory. Gets the physics research up. And then Valhall, or whatever you're called, gun battery, and weapons range. So we are starting to put bastions between us and our neighbors to slow them down. Now this world, for instance, is a holy world, so definitely not colonizing that unless I'm ready to fight the holy jerk-offs. And I'm not, of course. Newsflash, we are not quite there yet. Oh, more people. We are meeting more people and telling them to die. I am the nicest entity in the galaxy here. So here's a big choice. Mineral purification hubs would be nice. I think I'm gonna go with engineering research, even though railguns is here. At the moment, I don't feel all that threatened. My military is pretty sound. So I'm gonna go and take the research choice. We really need all the research we can get because we are we have a massive empire sprawl, which makes everything cost a lot more. So yeah, that sucks. Alright, so we have a scientist en route to start to survey some of these worlds that are left.
Our construction is complete.
The army here separated from the navy.
Our construction is complete.
Our anchorages are getting upgraded. I know I'm jumping around a lot. Oh, this should be a logistics office. And then this will be a resource silo. Okay. Alright, at this point, my larger fleet is all set and ready to go to Zedran, and the army is in tow. And my second fleet will repair at Haribas, and we're just about done with this war. There's almost nothing left of my enemies. So I would say mission more or less complete. Yeah. So the Belmacosa Marauders, let me pause a moment. So they're these guys down here. They just threatened me. What I'm going to do is to change this fleet around and just raise the amount of ships in this other fleet to 50. And it says there's no valid shipyards to construct these ships at. I beg to differ. So before I roll new ships out, let me see if there's better technology for them. Yep, there is some better armor. So we're going to have them roll out in top tier armor, and I'm just going to click a whole bunch. I'm not even going to really get a head count. So the Belmacosa Marauders are likely to get aggressive with us as a result of my laughing at them and their demands. So we're going to head the second fleet that I have over to Rukbet and Taisadori so that we can protect our borders, because we definitely just picked a fight with Marauders, and I wasn't exactly ready to fight the Marauders. I don't have a fleet
Our construction is
in the
complete.
right location. But my fleet will be reinforced. There we go. Reinforced very, very quickly. Alright, I had already queued up a bunch of ships to be constructed, so I'm going to actually cancel some of this reinforcements
Construction is complete.
because we were over-reinforcing. And I'll let them rendezvous. I don't think we need that many ships. The Marauders, we already have a fleet about the size of the Marauder fleet, so... and then what we'll do with the Ulag fleet, I should just rename these things. We're going to name this Second Swarm and First Swarm. That's a lot easier, right? Alright, so the Second Swarm fleet will start to take out the space amoebas and the other sort of anomalies that are around once we're done cleaning up the Valdari. And we are about to finish off the Valdari.
We have surveyed the system. Our
So
construction
what
is complete.
buildings are consuming my crystals? This confluence of thought. So all of my confluences of thought are likely to be the culprits here. That's good to know. My homeworld has a lack of jobs. Okay. What I think I'm going to need to do is... we'll build a mining district. Get some more minerals out. Unar needs housing. And that's actually the last district I can build without some blocker removal. And I think that's the only terrain blocker that we have left. All the other worlds here look fine. Burana is going to be a generator world, same as Fadima Secundus. Unfortunately, Fadima Prime is now less stable because of an event. All of those deviant food population there is causing some trouble. Alright, I'm just gonna straight away land my army on the Reaver's homeworld.
Planetary infestation begun.
The fight is a joke. We massively outnumber them, so this will be no issue at all. None whatsoever.
Technology conceived.
So here's the tile blocker that I need to research, so let's go ahead and get that.
Nest structure ruined.
And the Valdari Reavers are done. They're gone. They are eliminated. They are extinct. So like I said, I'm going to send my fleet against some of the weird anomaly things. And here at Zedran... oh, I guess they have Zro here, which is a rare resource that I'll tap into later. We are going to move population away from Zedran and resettle them on Fedima. Fedima is our food world. I'm gonna get warnings. Okay, I can't afford any more of that, so let's go sell a whole lot of resources and go back to resettling. I do definitely want to get my... Oh, I'm moving them to Swarming Maw again. I do that a lot, don't I?
Nest structure ruined.
Alright, so that world is collapsed, and then Swarming Maw, we are going to move the undesirables. And now we're good. And this poor world has to deal with all of the influx of food prisoners that we have.
Technology conceived.
I'm gonna go ahead and actually I might leave their shipyard for now, because any losses that we have going against all of these anomaly type things we'll want to replace. We'll get wormhole travel, because through this wormhole is almost certainly the psionic entity or something like that. And I think what I'm going to do at Rookbat is to turn one of these into a shipyard so I can upgrade this fleet, which would be nice to have. Top tier, the best possible ships rolling off the line.
Our construction is complete. Hostile swarm engaged.
Alright, so here is the drones that I had a mission to kill. Or not a mission, but, you know.
Technology conceived.
They are protecting a system that I'd like to grab. As much as I want Star Fortresses, this is a really cheap and quick research to get with a lot of bang for the buck. The wider you go, the more benefit you're going to get from things like mining station increases.
Our construction is complete.
Alright, let's go get these exotic gases. Once these systems get surveyed, we'll be able to expand, so we don't have any gaps in our empire size. And checking the amount of research I get. Societal research, way massively outpacing engineering and physics. That's good to know.
We have surveyed the system.
Unfortunately, there's not a really good way to balance your science out. It just so happens that most of the
Construction is complete.
areas that I've been tapping here probably are societal, like 5 societal, 3 societal, so on and so forth. And more so than physics and engineering. I mean, that's fine. It'll outpace it a little bit. Alright, so what I was going to do is to get this fleet. You know what? Who's constructing these ships? Rookbat? Alright, I want to wait for all of the ships that had constructed before to rendezvous, so that we're not making unnecessary ships. Let's go get army increases? Or, no, Gene Warrior Army would be really, really nice to have really, really tough troops. Now, what's crazy is I haven't had to replace any of my scientists in a while. What I'm going to do is actually fire that scientist and get a younger one. Soon they're going to be dying of old age, and I'd like to replace them before they're all useless. Ooh, we have some population on Fedima Secundus that do not have the right traits. I'm going to modify the older templates that we have and delete them. I do see that my my energy credits are definitely lower than I want them to be at, and we'll work on that. Unar now can terraform that octavolcano out of the way. And then I can also upgrade my energy nexuses. That will give me a good bit of energy credits. In fact, I can add an energy nexus here. And soon here when the population expands. Alright, let's speed time up a bit.
We have adapted a species to suit our needs.
Alright, my entire species is now of one mind, of one style, of one template. Let's go ahead and take a look at this swarm here. We will start to attack the other ancient mining drones. Now, if the game was to end right now, I would lose to the Fallen Empires, but I'm about twice the strength of the next non-Fallen Empire, which is a really good sign that I will my dominance won't really be contested.
Our swarm is strengthened.
Not for some time to come. And I'm okay with that. I like being
Technology conceived.
massively dominant compared to my enemies. Let's go ahead and get... Ooh. Mining station again. I like seeing that my energy credits and minerals are going up and up and up. And we're just waiting for the last of this fleet to rendezvous. What's interesting is I called the Marauders bluff. They demanded tribute, and they have not pushed against me, not at all, not one bit. They are still very much in their own territory and not messing with me, so
Our construction is complete.
I don't know if it's because
Our construction is complete.
I've got relatively large fleets. I'm not sure, but I would like to take the Marauders. Oh, we just discovered some more Marauders. They are here. I would like to take these Marauders out to give me access to this system here, because I can't access them otherwise. The only border I have with a foreign nation is right up here, and I wouldn't mind going to war with the duchy here, the Grand Duchy, but I want to be able to go to war with everyone in every direction. So that's just me being... I wouldn't say xenophobic. We're just hungry. We're just hungry. Out here at Rookbat, I'm going to make a construction ship. We have another tradition to do. I'm going to get admin capacity. It's really just drops in the bucket, trying to keep up with my Emperor Sprawl. There's really no way that I'm ever going to be able to keep up, but I do what I can. So now we will resupply the remaining fleet.
We have surveyed the system.
And we have another ship here. Let me turn off detailed map mode. That's ready to clean up and capture some of these systems that have been locked away from us. So we have an amoeba here and an amoeba here.
Technology conceived.
Alright, mining station done again. Advanced railguns. Now for my special resources, we are going up in exotic acids and volatile motes. We are not going up in crystals. Fen here needs jobs. Huh. And soon to be housing. Let's see. What can we do? We can increase amenities for now. Maybe I'll add some science there as well. Ooh, we lost a ship attacking that amoeba.
Technology conceived. Our construction is complete.
We got wormhole travel, so that should be interesting. Let's get some additional... Ooh, actually... Hyperdrive... Yeah, I'm going to go for hyperdrive, not the additional physics research. Hyperdrive 3 is really, really, really handy to get. Someone is ethics shifting, I really don't care. We built a construction ship here so we could tap these moats. Looking around, I think that's the only thing on the western front over here that we need tapping. This construction ship can probably handle... Hell, I'll even make another one. The two construction ships can probably handle tapping all this stuff.
Conceived.
Alright, so we have our Dreen Warrior Army. Food processing centers, or Gene crops. More food from farmers. Being able to feed myself with fewer farmers is good. I'm going to see if getting a bunch of fortresses helps to quell some of the raids here. Probably not. Second swarm just said that they're repaired, so let's go against this amoeba. And then we have a new construction ship. We will go to Eldorak.
Our construction is complete.
The first swarm, I'm going to modify their fleet to bring their cruisers up to an 80 count. And then I'm going to start messing with the Marauders. So Rook back here is going to construct a bunch of corvettes.
Our construction is complete.
Okay,
We
this
surveyed the system.
ship has no more purpose.
Technology conceived.
Ship upgrade, upkeep reduction would be very nice. I'm getting a lot of ships now, and they're getting pretty expensive. So I'm not gonna lie, that's gonna be pretty handy for me. Now, if I want to catch up in physics research, one of the ways to do this would be to set up star bases or star ports around black holes to do some black hole research. So there's the Terramekgu. No, I already have one there. I might have actually utilized all of my black holes already, it seems like. Because this is neutron star.
A war breaks out.
Now, different stars have different benefits. So, for instance, this star, this neutron star, reduces sublight speed and reduces sublight speed. Up here at Chort, this one nullifies shields because it's a pulsar. So, if a high shield... Oh, we had our first scientist die of old age. This one was our primary researcher. We will just replace him with a scientist that got unemployed recently. Swarming Maw looks like I'm really soon not going to have any expansion ability. I'm going to use some of the resources I have to clear some of the ruined arcology blockers on Fen Habanis. This way I will be able to relocate my population to a world with a lot of space. Alright, this swarm lost some more ships. We'll get them repaired.
Our construction is complete.
Now my army is, yeah, following this fleet. So this fleet might want to pick a fight just because we have nothing better to do with the Grand Duchy over here.
Survey the system.
So I'm going to wait to be reinforced and then maybe go to war with the Grand Duchy. I mean, why not? Free Grand Duchy meat. There is debris I want to research, so it's up here. So let's get this scientist to here, research that project, and then survey that system.
Technology conceived. Our construction is
Ship
complete.
upkeep just went down. Let's go with leader lifespan.
Our construction is complete.
Okay, so there's 3 more ships reinforcing this fleet, and then that fleet will move on the Grand Duchy. Eldorak is now claimed, and the Maw is expanding. This swarm here is 5 ships short, or 4 ships short of the number that I'm looking for to go against the Marauders. So that should be an interesting fight. Regular Empires no longer pose that much of a threat to me, so I need to fight Marauders for a good fight. Let's go get some L-Gate research, even though it's very expensive. What is my total L-Gate research? We are 1 out of 7. Oh man, we're not opening these L-Gates anytime soon. Normally, we would be able to pay the scientists for some insight, but we will not be able to do that because we're not friendly to anyone. So here we go. We've got a two-front war now. I'm fighting the Marauders, and I'm also fighting the Grand Duchy at the same time. That should be fun. Whoever gets in the fight first, we'll focus on. I think the Marauder fight's going to be way more interesting because this second swarm is just basically cleaning up territories. Not a lot of interest there. So let's go and focus down here, where Eshmike is, because there are some... Yeah, here we go. This is actually a fight here, so I'm going to slow this down a little bit. So they have a lot of starports, and they have some really, really, really big ships, and I'm losing ships, of course. We knew that this was going to happen. This is a big fight after all. But there's no point in having a giant standing fleet unless you use them, in my opinion. So here we are using them. And the Marauders here have sort of finite numbers, sort of. So we're just trying to wear their numbers out. And I think here at Rookbat Bastion, what I can do is put more shipyards instead of gun turrets, so we can replace broken ships faster. Let me check on Second Swarm. They've already captured another territory. Swell. There's really no way for this to backfire on me because we have such big bastion stations between me and them. So their Marauders' primary fleet is done. Now there's 2 types of Marauder worlds. There's like their rim worlds and their home worlds. Their home worlds are way more protected than their rim worlds. So this is just one of the rims. Their home worlds is probably her black hole here, which is going to be a lot harder to capture than the system I'm currently grabbing. And their primary Glory class giant ship is still up, but most of their little starports is gone. Additionally, what I should do is to crank out a science ship here to research some of the debris when we're done. I'm going to take a second to take a look around. So Dressel has fallen. So we've lost about half of our ships so far. And I'm going to speed up time.
Technology conceded.
Ship fire rate. Yes, absolutely. That sounds good to me. Alright, come on. Just focus their giant Glory class ship. Take it out.
Our construction is complete.
It is done. And now we will be able to research all this debris. I'm going to hire a scientist to do the research. And I'll send them in now while we clean them up. Because there's only teeny little mining stations left here. This fleet here I'm going to reinforce, which aka means replace everything that blew up. And head on back to Rookbat. I'm going to set Rookbat as my homeworld. So now we're going to be able to border Sacred Tandrakian Union. The Marauder system that was in the way is defeated. We were at war for a while, so hold on. Let me get back to my my worlds here to make sure that I'm supplying what they need. I don't think I need another one of these. They're not really making that much of a difference. My stability is really high, but my deviancy is also really high. Birana here needs more work. We're gonna put we were gonna put a nexus here. We're gonna need some housing and some housing and some jobs. Okay. So second swarm is all set. And additionally, I'm gonna move a construction ship. We're gonna want to claim that system for ourself. But I'll need a construction ship to do it. I'm just sort of moving it up in priority here. Because we had all the resupplying the 43 ships that we lost. Alright, I think they just sent a fleet against me. I think that's what happened. We defeated them so quickly, I'm not even entirely sure.
Our construction is complete.
We're researching some debris here that gives us regenerative shields, which is pretty cool. And I am cleaning up the remainder of the territories I need to claim. Zedrin here, we don't really need you anymore. We've moved on. We're already back up to 50 strength from 37. And this neighbor is probably sweating a bit, I would hope. Well, that's all the time I have for this episode. So this was an episode of cleaning up the Valdari Reavers, and then also punching a great big hole into the Marauders so that we can have access to a new enemy and going to war with the Grand Duchy. If you have any feedback for me, drop me a line. If you have any questions about anything I did, just let me know. I'm happy to answer, and I'll catch you all next time. So thank you all very much for watching. Adios.